Hi everybody. Happy Friday. I know it's early for me to be going live here. Just getting set up. If you are here on Facebook, happy Friday. If you're seeing this on YouTube, I'm not sure what day it is because I'm not sure when this will be uploaded. Hey Kathy, thanks for joining me this morning. Good morning, Julie. Okay, so I'm just getting set up here. We're going to make a card today, but I got to grab all of my stuff. Okay. Good morning, Kathy. Welcome. I have some things that I want to show you guys. And I want to chat a little bit. Okay. My mom's watching. My mom's here at my house. I was wondering if she was going to watch today. Martha says, good morning. Thank you so much for my package. I was totally shocked. You're the best. I had to send that to you, Martha. When you said you loved elephants, I just had to. I sent Martha a little package of Happy Mail. She had liked a notebook that I had shared and had said that she really liked the elephants. And so I had to send it to her. So I'm so glad you got it. Okay, good morning, guys. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys a few things before we get started creating. I have a video. Okay, so don't forget, September is coming to an end here pretty quickly. We have, 10 more days in the month? So don't forget to place your order, $65 or more, and I'll send you the stamp set. So make sure you guys do that. Use the host code. And then we're using this stamp today, the stamp set, and the paper too. But I want to show you guys these two things. So this is going to be a video, hopefully on my website before the end of the week. It was supposed to be up yesterday for Thursday, but I'm running a little bit behind this week. Getting paper shares out and getting all of Stamp Club stuff out. And then my mini class sold out very quickly. It's just been a lot of extra prep work, and I do that all myself. And so when I have that happen, sometimes my regular blogging stuff and my regular projects start to fall behind. So I'm hoping to get all that caught up this weekend and get all of the PDFs caught up for our Friday live. So I've had several projects that don't have PDFs yet. I just have to find the time to sit down and write them. But I'm hoping to get all of that up to date this weekend. Good morning, Linda. So these cute little guys are going to be a video that I'm going to do, but I wanted to share them with you guys. These are from let me see if I have one here. This paper here is from the treat bags, the copper dotted treat bags that are in the annual catalog. I'm going to do a project with these, and so I had them out, and I thought, oh, I wonder if this would fit. Like if the curvy keepsake box die would fit on these, and sure enough, they did. So I did this one. It says, Happy Boo from me to you. And then this one is just done in some of that very beautiful checked pattern designer paper from the Basics. And I love the way this turned out. This is so cute. And then it says it's all about the candy. And these are so easy to put together. That one, I think both of these have bows, so I can't show you how easy they are to put together. But they're literally, they will fit on a 6x6 piece of paper, the die will. And then you just fold them together and they go like this. They're so cute. So look for this. Hopefully this weekend this video will get uploaded, or maybe even today, depending on what I get through. So I had to show you that with these cute copper dotted, I think they're called copper dotted treat bags. So fun, right? So today we're using my favorite designer paper from the holiday catalog, and that is the Perfectly Plaid designer paper. You can see I have some of it cut up here, and we've used it. It has the gold foil on it, which is really nice. I love this. I've got 2 packs of it because I knew I would go through a lot of it and use a lot of it. And then I've been keeping every scrap that I have. I've been keeping because that's how much I love it. And then we're also going to use a stamp set that some of you will be getting in your holiday paper shares. And those should be showing up to you anytime now because they were shipped out on Wednesday morning. So in their 2-day shipping, so it's usually 2 to 3 days. If you're way far away from me, it's 3 days. But some of you will have those packages showing up today, and some of you will have the Perfectly Plaid stamp set inside of it. So we're going to do a very, very simple card. I want to share this card with you guys, and this is going to be a perfect card for mass producing. So I just have a few things here, and starting next week, our projects will start using some new product. I've used a lot of the Perfect Plaid, a lot of the Snowman, a lot of the, there's one other one I've used a ton of. And, oh, there's my Country Home stamp set. It got put back with my holiday stuff. So starting next week, I'm going to be using some new product. When I prepped all of my projects for this far into the month, I didn't have this second batch of holiday stuff that I purchased. So now this weekend I'm going to start prepping with the newer stuff, and so we'll see some different products. I'll start to use some different products. I know it might have felt like I've been using a lot of the same stuff. So so that will be good. So what I have here, I have a bunch of stuff already prepped and ready to go. I have a Whisper White card base here. So I just took a piece of Whisper White cardstock and I cut it at 4 1/4. And then I folded it at 5 1/2, and that gives me a standard A2 size card. Okay. So I have a couple other things here. The next thing I have is a piece of Cherry Cobbler cardstock. And what I've been doing recently is using colored card bases and just putting Whisper White paper inside of them. Instead of doing it this way, where I'm layering something on top of Whisper White, I'm sort of liking that a lot. So what I want to do is just take a 1/4 inch off of this. So I'm going to have a nice white border, and you guys are going to see 2 different ways I created this card when I'm done. So I'll just clean up my edges because I haven't changed my blade. Okay. So we'll layer this on here. Now in the first card that I made, I embossed this piece here, but then I realized most of it gets covered up, so there's really not a point in embossing it. So now I'm going to take a 1/2 inch off this because I want to layer this. So we're going to have a few more layers on this one. And we'll pop some of this up. Okay, so now I'm going to take this piece here and I'm going to have to cut this down. So my white piece was at 4, so I think I will do 4 3 3/4, and then I'll do by 4 maybe. Yeah, that looks right. And you could do any design would work with any of the Perfectly Plaid paper would work. Okay, so I need to cut that down. I wasn't positive. So this needs to go at 3 1/2. That's okay. Better to not cut enough than cut too much. Okay. So just like that. And we have quite a bit of white space. I think I'm even going to cut this down more. So this was at 4. So let's go 3.5 by 3.5. Yeah, I like that. And then what I have is a nestled die here. And it's going to layer here. Hello, Elizabeth. So let's get a couple of these pieces put together before we do our stamping. Okay. So this will go here. This has more layers probably than I prefer to work with, but you guys know I like to keep my things pretty simple. So then I'm going to cut this off here, and this is going to work perfect on here. So that worked out perfect with this piece of fun foam. So let's pull this off here. And then we'll put this here. I'm very excited today because Kayla's coming home. She's been at science camp all week, and I'm very excited for her to get home and to hear about all of the fun that she had. It has been a long week without my baby girl home. We're all looking forward to her coming home. And my mom's down. We're going to be doing some renovations on our bathroom and painting the house and stuff. So she's here to help with that. And so I know that Kayla's going to be excited to see my mom too. So I'm just cleaning up those edges. And then this is going to go here. And this is going to go flat down because I want to pop this piece up, which it puts a lot of dimension on your card. But the fun foam and the dimensionals that I use, I feel like you can get away with doing 2 layers of popping things up, like it ends up being okay. You know, some foam stuff is really thick, and so you end up having a lot of it, or it ends up popping things up really a lot. But I think this will be okay. So we're gonna put our nestled die here, but we're gonna do our stamping first because this is a very, very simple card. So what I want to do is grab another piece of designer paper and then grab the punch. And just punch a tree out. You could stamp it if you wanted. I really love just punching this out with this paper. I think it ends up being really beautiful. So then let's do, I don't know if this will fit. This sentiment. It will not. Okay, so we'll have to go with Merry Christmas, which is fine. And then let's use our cherry cobbler ink. You could use green. Good morning, Chris. Happy Friday. Okay, so we'll do Merry Christmas. Okay, so I'm gonna want the tree like right here. And then we'll just do the Merry Christmas. And hopefully that's straight. I'm not directly over my project, so I'm not sure. Beautiful. Okay. So now let's use some dimensionals on the tree too. We're really going to have this card popped up. We can just use white. For those of you that get the paper pumpkin kit, these are the dimensionals out of the paper pumpkin kit, and they are a little bit, I feel like they're a little bit, I don't know if they're thicker, but they're more stiff than our normal dimensionals. And I don't know about you guys if this happens to you, But mine always, see this mess? Like they tear off the thing. Like I love using them, but they're almost hard to use because of that. Okay, so we'll put the tree right here. And then this should be dry now. Cherry Cobbler ink, if it's really juicy, it can kind of get everywhere. It's like Blackberry Bliss. I always hesitate to use Blackberry Bliss because that ink pad, like it gets everywhere. Like it like spits at you when you use it. It's like I can never use that ink pad and not have it everywhere. Okay, so then we'll add a little bit more foam. I don't know, I just want things popped up today. Okay, so we have that. And then we'll put some adhesive on here. And it would look really pretty with this, the card base layer being green. I almost wish I would have done that. I feel like maybe this is too much white. Okay, so let's make sure that's sticking down, right? Okay, so we got that. So now what I'm gonna do is take this, and these are little tiny gold stars. These are from the, it's just gold glimmer paper. And then what I've done is I've taken the star border punch and I've punched out a bunch of these stars. And I have them in all different colors. I forget to use them, actually. And then what we're going to do is just put some of these, just like I do sequins. This is pretty standard, you guys. I feel like when I'm doing so many cards, when I'm doing these Facebook lives 3 days a week, I feel like there's not many more ways I can come up with to make a card. I'm not very adventurous when it comes to making cards. I do the same thing a lot of the time. And so I feel like it might get boring seeing me make cards when I'm just doing the same style card. And this is one of those that I kind of feel like I just did sequins like this yesterday. Sprinkled down the card. But it's definitely the way I like to make cards. I like a lot of white space. I don't really like layering things up a lot. And you could even put, let's put a star on top, this one on top of the tree. I feel like I use these stars more during the holidays than I do any other time of the year. They're very fitting for... Oh my word, this won't flip over. Oh my word. Ah. Usually it's not that hard to flip them over. That's okay, Daisy. I'm really early this morning, but I have a lot of filming and a lot of writing to do. In fact, I have a friend that is going to help me do a bunch of writing today. And so it's like I got to get in the different headspace to do writing and filming than to like be creative. And so I wanted to do the live so I wouldn't forget it. And then I'm going to clean up my space and put all my crafty fun away. And then I'm going to do the boring part of this job, which is filming and writing. It's not filming like creative filming. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's not the fun kind of filming. And then I have a whole bunch of writing that I have to do, and I'm on a timetable because I have a deadline. I have a meeting on Monday that I have to have all this done for, and I've kind of been procrastinating it, but don't tell anybody. Okay, and then we'll put a star right on the top. Hi, Laura. Oh, I'm glad you caught me live. Okay, so we'll put a tiny bit of glue right there on top. This is a brand new glue. I feel like these last forever. When you buy them, they last for years and years and years. And this is a brand new one. And so it is, the glue's coming out quick. Okay, so we'll put the star there on top of the tree. And I feel like I have 2 little stars left. I'm wondering, maybe I should just use them. I mean, can you have too many stars? I don't know. I feel like these little tiny ones would be cute. Ooh, they're tiny. Let's put one here. And maybe one here. It's way too much glue, I can promise, for this one. Ooh. This glue will dry clear, so it's okay. Just like that. So pretty simple, right? And I think this would be, you don't have to do as many stars as I did. I just didn't want to put those ones back. So you don't have to do as many as I did. You could definitely just do the 1 star, and this would be a super easy one to mass produce. So let me show you the original one I designed. It's very similar. But you can see that I did the cherry cobbler card front all the way across. And then if I get this close to the camera, you'll be able to see, I think, that I embossed this with the wood grain embossing folder. So I don't know, you guys tell me, do you think that it is worth embossing something like this, even if it's just showing a tiny bit? Do you think it makes a difference? And then this one obviously I did the more layers. I added the white border so I cut everything down a little bit. And I didn't do the star on top of the tree. So I did things a tiny bit different. And also the other thing that you could do is you could stamp the Merry Christmas in green. This shade is Shaded Spruce. So the green and this green and cherry cobbler go well together for Christmas, like as a color combo for Christmas. It's a great color combo for Christmas. I feel like real red kind of goes better with the Shaded Spruce. So Chris said that, yeah, it adds a ton. Like even if it's just a thin piece like that, because I'm always like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like I always feel like, oh, it doesn't matter. There's not enough showing. But looking at these 2 by each other, I feel like it actually really does make a difference. And this is the wood grain. So it also might maybe depend on which folder you were using. Like maybe if I used my Subtles embossing folder, maybe it wouldn't have made such a difference. This wood grain one is a really amazing one. Martha said, I'm not sure about the embossing, but I like the cherry cobbler all the way to the edge and the DSP pattern on the diagonal. I like that better. Oh, so this one here, like the diagonal. Yeah, this one wasn't diagonal. This was, good catch, Martha. This was, so it's kind of weird in this pack because there's the diagonal sheets and then there's some that are not. So you almost think, if you're just looking through this, you almost think that they're the same if you're just like flipping through, but they're really, it does make a difference, the way that the stripes are going. And then this has more foil on it. And you can see like there's like this strip of foiling on here going this way, but there's none on here. So it's almost like I feel like there's more foiling on this one. So if you're watching on YouTube, let me know in the comments below which one you like better. Oh, Chris, my mom wants that. Just search mom. I think I have it on Pinterest. When I had my hysterectomy, Chris made it was like a egg and ham, and I think it had spinach in it. It was like a casserole dish. And it was so amazing the couple weeks after I had my hysterectomy, because in the morning I would need some protein. And it was so perfect. My mom and I loved it. I think it had cheese on it too. So my mom wants to make it while she's here. It was yummy, but I think Chris sent it to me, Mom, and I think I have it on Pinterest. I'll look. Chris said she'll send it to you. I bet she just has it on Pinterest and she can send it over. It was really good, and I think it was really easy to make. So I hope that you guys are having a good Friday. So next week I'll still be live. Next week will be the last week that I'm live, 3 days, all next week. And then in October, I'm going to go ahead and start doing a live on Tuesday mornings and Friday mornings. I really enjoy connecting with you guys like this. And I feel like it's been so fun this month to be able to do it. I think 3 days a week is pushing it probably for me, but I think 2 days a week will be perfect. And then it's not, I feel like it's forever before I get to Friday and I'm live with you guys to create and hang out. So I feel like Tuesday will be good to do that. So I'll be live 2 days a week starting in October, which will be fun. And then I'll be live next week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'll be using some new product. I said at the beginning of this, I feel like I've just been using the same product this last week, but it's just because I already had these projects prepped and ready to go for this week. And I prepped them before I had more new product. So I can't wait to share some of the newer products that I have that I haven't been able to play with yet with you guys. And then I feel like I've used this a ton. Are you guys sick of seeing the stamp set? Projects with this stamp set? I feel like I've used this so much. I love it. I mean, I think it's a great stamp set, and I love the dies that go with this, and I've had so much fun, but I'm feeling like you guys might be bored of seeing projects with this. Thanks so much, Kathy. Yes, thanks, you guys. I hope you guys have a great Friday and a great weekend. I will have a memory keeping Friday post up on my YouTube channel. It's uploading right now. So the blog post won't be ready, but the video will be. So make sure you check out my YouTube, and I'll try to share it to the page here. So thanks so much, guys, for hanging out with me today. And I hope you have a wonderful Friday and a great weekend. And I'll be back next week to hang out with you. Have a great day, guys.